Moose,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are we getting on?
All
You,
right, let's
you
get this
haven't,
party started.
let's get this party started. This is our own little mini reaction to John doing his own thing. You know what I mean? Because we thought
Absolutely.
we had a little chat, and well, John's an amazing professional, interviewer because that's what he does for a living. I thought that maybe just me and you could have a little chat about like some stuff we've been up to over the last couple of years. You know,
Well, you're the one with the UK accent, so you can be the host, and I'll be the American listening to you.
I mean, yeah, it's like yeah, but polar opposite because John's the host and he's American and he keeps on getting English guests on. But yeah, I'm going to be the host, a mad Scottish guy
Let's
from Stirling.
let's be rebels.
Yeah, and you're going to be the guest of this. Like, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I mean, yeah, why not? So I think we may as well start off by saying like who we are, and everyone knows who you are because you're in the house band.
Yes, I
But
am.
I don't know how many people are going to know who I am. So I'm toast on the forum. I do the articles. I've started doing the articles. I've been around for about 4 years. I meet up with quite a lot of forum members, including Vinny. Met up with Vinny before. I met up with some house band members before. Met up with Ben and with Bonfest. That was probably my greatest memory in relation to the forum.
That was
Just a
fun.
legendary weekend where
Yep.
taught me how to throw up effectively, and I've not forgot that lesson ever since. But that was amazing, yeah. So, I mean, I thought when I saw that John was doing this interview series, and John, and Spelly have been spellbound in the forum, have been planning a serious podcast for a while now. It's got the green light by Mike, and we're just waiting about, and it's difficult to get everyone synchronized. So John's doing his own thing, and it's really enlightening. Have you listened to them yet, Vinny? You listened to John's?
Yeah, listen to the one with Jem and Carlos.
Yeah, it's pretty good, wasn't it?
Absolutely, I loved it.
I know it was good to hear Carlos's like experiences with Brian in the restaurant and all of that. I mean, we spoke to Brian quite, we met uh we met Carlos at Bonfest, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
2017, Kuramar.
Oh, carrying your and those that oh man, the memories from that.
That was
Anyway,
a lot
so
of fun.
yeah, why not we'll go back to that, but let's have a brief like 10-minute discussion on why on our opinions of what's going on right now. Right. Because today we've been kind of talking about it quite a lot on the Facebook chat, haven't we? About whether that
Yep.
leak was real or not.
I'm
And
just ready for something. I need a announcement. It's getting very tiresome. I always go
oh,
on the forum. I always want to see someone throwing up a new thread that says something is confirmed. I'm just being hopelessly optimistic right now.
I feel like we got those photos in August, and I feel like with any kind of like announcement, well, any kind of project that gets leaked, you find out about it. You mean you can only have about 3 months worth of like intense hype before you get like burnt out. So we kind of, by the time we got to the start of this year, we hadn't had any more news. I was feeling burnt out, and now I don't even check the threads on the forum that are relating to the Vancouver stuff because it's just the same stuff over and over again. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, no, I mean there's some valuable people. I mean, Eddie's trunk stuff that's blown up all over the internet. I
Yeah,
mean,
but he's a Kiss
like,
fan, though. No one cares.
kiss it. Oh. But yeah, so like I literally am typing ACDC into my computer right now, and it's literally coming up with like any me articles, um, like any classic rock magazine, literally all reporting on Eddie Trunk's speculation. And
Yeah,
I don't know, it's got to the point now where I feel like a lot of people do know what's going on, but nothing's really getting added to the fire. It's just confirmations of what's been going on. You know what I mean? Not official at that point.
well, I hope we just keep getting more and more and more rumors and news until I guess ACDC gets I guess their backs against the wall and they maybe are pressured to say something.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I thought that was going to happen a while ago. Um, when if what you're saying is true, then surely that would have happened back in August, and if
Yeah,
all news organizations started reporting the Vancouver pictures. I
yeah, I
mean,
think we'll get something. We'll get something. I just don't know when. I do believe.
no, I don't think anyone is under the pretense that we won't get something. I really do think we will get something, and I
I'm
think a
just
lot of
worried
people.
about the age factor. I mean, Brian is what, 70,
No,
71 years old. And
I've put a lot of thought into this, and the Who are like 75 apiece. Townsend and Daltrey, they're 75 years old. They do just as an intense set list as AC/DC do, and they tour every year.
wait, who you saying? The Rolling Stones?
The Who,
The Who?
like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they're
but
all,
their music is a lot softer and it's not as intense. I mean, I just
well,
got back from band practice and I sang maybe 30 songs and three of them were AC/DC. The other was like metal and classic rock. And, me being not even close to half Brian's age, I'm shot already. So I can't imagine, you know, how much longer he has to do vocals because I'm telling you, it's a very tough job. Um,
yeah,
and I
no,
think this is the last hurrah with him, regardless. And I just hope they get out there and do something.
no, no. From what I've heard or what I've read and speculated on, I really don't see them doing anything else as the the four of them again after this tour and album. Like it just surely is the last chapter,
I hope so.
but I don't think it will be the last chapter. I don't think no. I think there'll be a new book, and that will be Angus with Axel. And we're not even going to go down that road because me and you, we both have the same very strong opinion.
I
Because
mean, Angus can do whatever he wants. I mean, he
I mean,
deserves
you
it.
can. And we both remember the days in the forum just before Bonfest 2016 at, when we had AC/DC Guy 91, my favorite forum poster ever. We had
Yeah,
people waging war against Brianists, and for a while the Axel and Axel loyalists, and we won't mention any names, but they
yeah.
had us by the balls. I'm not. I mean,
I
did you go to an Axel gig?
Yeah, Corey, Angus Rudd, and I went to a gig in Buffalo. I think it was September 11th, September 12th,
Oh yeah, I remember
2016,
that.
and it was a it was a good show, but something was missing. We all know who was missing. It was a little emotional at the end too, because I honestly thought that was the last time I was going to see them, um, and I thought that was the end of ACDC. It was a great show, great crowd, but I I just hope we get to see him one last time with the proper folks, proper boys in the band, because
No,
I will travel this time around, and I'll go wherever I have to go to see them at least once.
I mean
I'm ready.
definitely.
I'm ready. I'm just ready for an announcement.
No, because we're all planning on meeting up in Madrid, aren't we?
I'd go to
I
Spain.
think Spain, yeah, Spain, and I'm pretty much going to go to every UK gig.
I'd go to Antarctica if it was there.
Oh, I can just imagine you roaming about Antarctica with your little beanie hat on.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, let's chat about something else. I think it's quite topical that maybe like we can just casually discuss. Is that what about this? What we're chatting in the chat today? What do you think about this leak? So when I broke the leak to the forum, I haven't disclosed this to the forum, but I am now. I had a chat with the person who disclosed it, and it went along the lines of, "Oh, wait, this wasn't meant to be found." The person who
you're talking
delivered,
about that leak, that
yeah,
leak from
that leak,
spec.
yeah.
I think that's all bullshit
I think it's
because first of all, it was a apparently they got that leak from the vents or something within the studio.
Right.
Then, like
That's
maybe 2 weeks later, you got a very clear audio copy of it. I think that's all bullshit, honestly.
no, yeah, yeah. But what I'm talking about at the moment is that when I received these messages from the person who put the thing on Twitter, the one that had the vent noise, like the noise of the outside world, before the clean one appeared. It's quite interesting. I put it in the chat earlier, but I'll post it underneath this podcast or this conversation on the forum. People can decide for themselves. But pretty much went along the lines of this wasn't meant to be found. This guy was an engineer working on sound bites, and he gave it to a WhatsApp chat in Vancouver who were all trying to get something from the Vancouver sessions. And because WhatsApp chat had failed, they had sent each other on Twitter. I, I don't. I've said this before. I don't believe, nor not believe, the leak is real. I think it's probably fake at this point.
I
After
think it's fake.
yeah, but it's just interesting that that leak came. I think at a point before the point we've reached now, where the whole of the internet is talking about it. The leak came at a point where it was dull. It was dying down the conversation a little bit. Did the person did the one before the Queen one that we found on the forum, the weird one beforehand? That what the person didn't put it out there to be found. It was literally hidden in the embedments of Twitter, um, without even any tags. And God knows how I found it. I can't even remember now. But
Yeah,
it's just interesting. I mean, just I
yeah,
I think people like Ben feels very strongly about it being fake. But
I do as well. I mean, I'm
yeah,
more interested the past couple weeks with Mike Frazier and that Susan Messino person, whoever
yeah,
she is.
the book
I'm
author.
more because Mike Frazier obviously seemed tight-lipped when he was talking about that they were in the studio, something happened. Brian maybe part of it, and then she seemed very reactive, saying, if Mike said it, I can say it, but she seemed to say a lot more than he did. Saying that the original members will be on it, and there's a they're going to be touring soon. So I'm more interested in that. Um, and
Yeah, no,
hopefully that starts a landslide of rumors, and eventually they say something.
yeah, no, that is true actually. I mean, I have not listened to the Mike Fraser thing yet because I've been so busy. But I read the transcript pretty much. It's put on the forum or in the chat by Iron Patriot. I think he put it up, or John did, and he's stuck to the line. You can't like go against actual physical evidence that we've got of photos of them all there. So he's literally told the line to the point where he's neither confirming anything new. He's literally only saying, "Well, there's something going on, so I'm just saying what I know you already know." But I think what you're saying about Susan is pretty. I don't know how if she's in the know. I don't know if she's speculating or just trying to like you know summon attention surrounding it. But it's getting to the point now where I don't think there's much more speculation we can do.
There
Um,
isn't. The only difference is who's saying it. People that might be connected to it, not some,
yeah,
I guess,
I,
not
I
some
think.
garbage man who got a
Oh no,
soundbite from a vent. I think
oh
Mike
yeah, no,
Frazier's a little more credible.
oh no, definitely, yeah. I was just opening up discussions surrounding it.
Yeah,
Um, I think let's just. The forum is great at the moment. I think we've got so many people posting, as John was saying to Carlos. I mean, it's just the whole. Um, I mean, I'm looking at the forum right now, and someone just put a post up about a Guns N' Roses vocal cover. So there's a lot of activity on the forum, and it's good that we're kind of diversifying away from because for a while there
yeah.
was literally only Vancouver speculation.
Are you talking about my vocal cover or "Sweet Child of Mine"?
Yeah, was that you?
That was me.
You literally just put that up. Oh my days!
I put that up to piss everybody off. Ah,
Oh, I filmed 21 hours ago. See, that's how out of the loop I've been. I'm gonna listen to that afterwards. I think everyone else should. We'll put it underneath the podcast chat. But yeah, should we just talk briefly about when you came to the Bombfest? That was pretty good time, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun. 2017. I never been to the UK. I think all you people, all you Scottish people are awesome. I feel like I can be insulted without even realizing it.
Just to
Um,
put this in context, Vincenzo here, the lad that he is, got a plane to Scotland and gracefully welcomed by me. And we picked up, well, at my time, the crazy girlfriend I had at the time, we picked up you from the airport. We picked up Ben from Edinburgh train station, and we went to the Dundee, well, what is in Dundee pretty much. Met
Dundee,
up.
yeah.
Your first impression of Scotland was Dundee, and anyone from the UK listening that's been to Dundee should will know that that is not the best impression that you want.
I I know, but we stayed at the hotel, and
Oh,
Carlos was there. Met him for the first time. He did not
oh,
disappoint.
I
We
did
picked
not.
up Ben at the train station, Benji. Um, it was a great time. I don't really care where we are as long as we had the right people there. It was a lot of fun. I loved seeing Phil Rudd and that magic that was missing last tour. We at least got to hear it. His band is horrible, I think, but that groove, that magic is still there, and I
I've
just
got
hope I hear it one more time.
I've got that video of you, Vincenzo, of you screaming "Rod is God"
He
at
is.
Rod in between the songs, and the lead singer, whatever his name was, like looking at you. I
Uh,
might I might, I might put
he,
that on.
he
Um,
knows. He knows. Rudd is
we
God.
might we might URL that. I'm pretty sure Phil would have heard you, but remember
Probably.
you were so tired when we got to the hotel and we had jet lag and we
I
went to
was up
Bonfire.
like 24 hours. I mean,
Yeah,
so
and I bought me and Carlos's friend, we got you dragon soup. Remember that?
yeah,
And anyone from the UK will realize it's pretty much just Red Bull or the Monster energy drink with a lot of straight spirit in it.
that was
And
very strong drink. What was it called? Dragon what?
dragon soup. Yeah,
Yeah, I drank that and I turned. I
that's what all my friends in Stirling drink before they go to like parties because it gets you
that
really drunk.
that stuff can't be good for you.
No,
I,
that's really not good.
but that
I
was
mean,
the
it
only
helps.
thing that kept me awake for the rest of the day for the first
And then
night.
you tried tenants, and then that's what started the whole love affair.
Tennent's is very good beer. Very good. Is that your cheap beer in Scotland?
Oh, yeah. I mean, then we saw Phil Rudd, and we met up with loads of people. Remember, we met up with Carlos. We met up with Ben. You met Belle, who's from where I'm from. Belle.
Treehorn.
Yeah, you met. Oh, yeah, Treehorn. And I don't think the forum's aware of this, but remember, on the second day, and I've got the videos on my hard drive, and I know Ben's got them. It's up to you guys. But
Oh
we've got
yeah,
those
you can
of
delete those.
the acoustic set you did with Ben.
Yeah, we sang. We did a few songs um,
Yeah,
by the statue, acoustic
yeah.
version. I think we did like what Shoot the Thrill, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. Trying to think what else we sang. I don't remember. I was shot.
Oh
But,
no, yeah, it was quite good. That- I
but honestly,
mean,
that was a lot of fun. That was probably the best vacation I've ever had.
oh yeah, and then we went to
It's
Stirling.
definitely up there.
And we went to Stone for 5 days. You and Ben kind of explored around while I was doing exams. And you remember you came to the party at Stirling at my university. And honestly, that was a surreal experience for me. That just the worlds are colliding.
30-year-old hanging out with you,
And you're
like you
buying,
freshmen in college.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
not creepy.
that was amazing. I loved that. It was one of the best nights I've ever had in my life. And remember Jack? You met Jack, the
Yes, I
guy,
did.
yeah, the guy. We went out for dinner with him, and then we all got kicked out of the Premier Inn hotel that you were staying at because Ben.
Honestly, I want to come back, and we've talked about this with the house band. Our I think our dream would be to have a set list at Bonfest one of these days.
I feel
Start the
like we could
petition. Start the petition. We gotta get there. I think
I
that
feel
would be like the ultimate.
I think we
Just
can if we get every.
experience for us.
No, I really do think that could happen. I think Ben said to me, or you said to me that you were quite close before, but maybe a more concentrated effort
I think
this might.
it's possible. I think the problem they had, you'll have to ask other folks. 'Cause I can't really recall, but I think the problem is the cost it would be to fly us all there. But I I would definitely open the wallet to try to make it happen for the band. If it meant
No,
we all went there and played,
I mean,
I think it would be awesome.
I don't know if enough notice. There's a huge ACDC foreign presence in England and Scotland. Carlos, Jen, and I think you would get a lot of potentially the biggest foreign meetup ever at that Bonfest gig if you were playing. It'd be like a convention for the forum.
I
And I
think
think
it'd
that'd
be
be amazing.
awesome.
And I think everyone on the forum should aim to experience Bonfest because it's truly an amazing experience. It's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, you
So I
threw
mean,
up. You basically threw up like 10 times, probably in Bond's backyard after the concert. The first night was it?
oh, well, yeah,
Yeah, you.
yeah. I died. I like literally died.
Yes, you did.
You had
Yeah, it
to
was a
teach
lot
me
of fun.
to call the dinosaurs.
The one thing about Scotland I thought was great was the food was real good there. I mean, you guys definitely need to up your game when it comes to chicken wings, but
No,
the food
right,
and
no,
the
that's right.
coffee was real
I
there.
still talk about this with Jack, right? And I tell people all the time. We went to a fish and chip shop, and everyone who's listened to this podcast that is in the UK or been to the UK and been to the fish and chip shop notes that you don't order chicken wings from a fish and chip shop because it would just be like frozen rubbish.
It
And I
was so.
tried to explain to you when we were in there, but you just weren't having it. You were so determined to order chicken wings.
You guys got
So
to
I mean, it was
chicken,
just
chicken wings and pizza. You guys are horrible. You got to do
no,
better.
no, definitely no. I would never order chicken wings from a fish and chip shop. I mean, that's like a staple takeaway here, and you just don't order. It's just you don't order chicken wings. I mean, you wouldn't order lasagna from like an Indian. It's just it's just
Yeah,
wrong. It's just wrong. Okay, it's just gonna be rubbish.
it was
But
rubbish.
I mean, honestly, it's just. I mean, I think getting you guys back to Bonfest would be a really good
Well,
show.
it'll happen again. I think my number one thing is traveling to see as many people from the forum as possible for an ACDC gig if it happens. That's my number
I
one
mean,
thing right now.
we all. I mean, I think me and you have already planned. I well, we'll definitely be meeting up in Madrid. And I think everyone else, or it'll be somewhere in Europe or Britain. And I think Spellbound. He says he's definitely coming to UK gigs because he's been saving up some cash.
Well,
So
you
like,
better come. I went to a gig
no,
with him. We saw Metallica 2017. Him and Angus Red.
he calls me. He says I'm a doppelganger. Apparently, is he the American version of me?
Um, I think Spellbound's a lot more raw and rugged than you,
Well,
but but you're very similar, I guess. You both have that crazy energy.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
I
I
think
can't wait.
he's more Phil Rudd than you are. I think you're
Yeah,
more Brian.
I'm more Brian. Yeah, that's good. I'll take Brian. I mean, yeah, I mean him. I think John. I mean John and Spelly. We talk quite a lot because we've been planning this podcast.
I bet
And
John
I think
too. We,
yeah, John. I think John will come. Well, I hope he does. The poor man is working all the time. That news channel he works for. I don't think they let him have a day off.
you
But
gotta.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
a TV star.
Yes, he's verified on Twitter.
Hmm.
He's our own in-house celebrity.
Yes, he is.
Oh man. Anyway, let's talk about something else. How is the house band doing? You still got quite a lot of videos
We
lined up
got a
for future?
lot of tracks to still do.
Yeah. I
We
mean, 'cause
have enough for. I think we're gonna go on another 2 years, honestly.
honestly,
From all the tracks that we still have to do. Because before Corey moved, that's Angus Rudd. When before he moved to Atlanta, he laid down a bunch of drum tracks for a lot of different songs. So it's a lot of work. Just one song is a lot of work. Um,
Yeah,
and we got plenty to do, and they're gonna keep coming.
that's
So,
good. Yeah,
as a former member, what's your thoughts about the house band?
I house band. I love it. I mean, you always give me a little sneak it of the.
Those guys are great. I mean, they're
Uh, I mean, the only you keep getting better. I think you know. How many years you been doing it? Like two or three now? I think you started. You
well,
2016.
they had a different singer. I think his name was FC on the forum. He did a few songs at the beginning, and then I think in late 2015, that's when I started singing for the first time. That's a funny story. Basically, I am a mediocre at best guitar player my whole life. I'm not that great of a guitar player, but I kept hearing so many covers on YouTube. I'm not talking about the house band, but I just got sick of hearing people kill AC/DC songs. And I said to
Yeah.
myself, you know, I've never sang in my life. I feel like I can do better than these folks, or most of them. And I kind of willed myself to start singing. And uh, I think Ben and Mati and Corey, I think I sent them a track. I remember the first track we did because I needed a singer at the time. Did maybe Rock or Bust, or maybe it was Play Ball, and the rest is history, I guess. So
I
it
mean,
kind of
no,
just happened. I never, 30 years old, I start singing. I never really sang before, and
no. I
since
mean,
then, I don't really play guitar at all anymore. I mean, and that's
I
a
went
good
back
thing.
to I went back to the first videos that you were on because they're up there, and I think I've got quite a lot of the files. I've got a little folder of the files,
Yeah,
of all the songs that so far. And honestly, I went back to like the start, and honestly, it's massive improvement had, especially you, especially vocally. I mean, it's just mental. It just shows
well,
you. I mean, the recent ones have just been so good. I mean, for the last year, you've just been getting better. Like, I remember Landslide. Oh my days! You really,
God,
you know,
that was a great one. I
you know
mean,
what's
I'm still learning.
strange?
I yes, I do have a lot of range in my voice, but trying to learn how to not force as much. Um, because yes, I can scream real hard, real high, but when you're doing a live show, if you sing like that all the time and start forcing, you're gonna start losing your voice. And I witnessed that,
Yeah,
firsthand before. Um, it's a big technique you have to learn, and I'm still learning, and I don't even think I'm close to being where I want to be. Um, and I'm working with a
no,
band right now too, on the side.
yeah,
And we're trying to get some shows out there, but yeah, I just want to keep improving. And really, my whole goal with the house band is they're like crazy musicians. They know music. They're all amazing. Um, I just don't want to ruin the songs. I just want it to be passable on my end to the point.
it's more than possible, man. I
What's
mean,
that?
my favorite, and I think a lot of people might agree with this, is how you're taking you've managed to bring a whole new light to ACC songs. Because I really don't feel like there's prior to the house band been any covers that have added to blow up your video or fly on the wall.
Man, no one does
Right.
that.
You guys have brought those songs back to life, made me get back into those songs because I could actually A, finally understand the lyrics because I could understand what you were singing. And B, just the production just sounded so fresh that it made me actually, in some cases,
Monty is a
enjoy.
wizard in his
Yeah. Yeah.
studio.
I need to meet Matty one day. I mean, I had a chat with, we had, I interviewed him over Messenger for an article that'll be going up fairly
Monty's
soon.
the real deal. I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody make it look so easy. I mean, you see when he plays. I mean, look at his face. It looks like I
He
don't
does
know.
a really, he does a good Macho Man impression.
Yeah, but no, he's good. Oh, he's great actually. I think it, when we did the house band live, those 11 songs.
You know,
Well,
yeah, that's
well,
amazing.
we did all those songs live, and Ben's guitar. was a lot louder than Monty's, at the point where you couldn't even hear Monty's guitar. Um,
Yeah,
Monty didn't even. I don't think he heard himself. He was just playing the notes and he just hit them all like nothing.
it's crazy. Honestly, it's like
And
mental talent.
Ben is a such a precision guitar player. He doesn't mess up. And Corey is just Bill Rudd Jr.
Corey,
And
Corey,
also Alex, uh, he's the bassist. Sabbath fucking sucks, as we all know. Um, he's he's a rocker. He knows how to play that bass, and I just try to keep up with him.
no, no, it's honestly Corey is by far. I know we're doing a lot of shout outs as well, aren't we? We're going to
Ah,
have shouted the whole forum by this point, but Corey is hands down the best cover drummer of AC/DC on YouTube.
oh, I agree.
I don't think you'll find anyone that comes remotely close to him. And he really does bring a lot of life to a lot of songs, especially playing in Rod's style for songs that weren't performed by Rod. I think that really brings a lot of life to.
Yeah, like Heat Seeker.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. No, it's great. It's just, yeah, I know. So that's all that then. So the house band, we've covered that. We've covered the rumors. I mean, we're not going to talk about Axel unless you want. I mean, unless you want to.
no, we can pass that. How about your? What's your favorite album and song?
My favorite album. My favorite album is How to Hell, and it always has been, and it always will be.
Hmm,
Purely because I love the production. I think a lot of people don't like Mutt's production of how clean it is. I I just love it so much.
I don't think Highway to Hell is that clean. I mean, to me, it's
I
so. I think Back in
compared
Black
to
is
like
cleaner.
Let the Baroque and Power Ridge, it sounds a lot more refined and put through the kind of
I think it's
um.
more. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
I
a
mean,
lot more loud. It's a lot louder. I think.
every song on Hotel is a 10 for me. I know that Mal and Angus didn't like Love Hungry Man, but I really love Hungry Man because it just rocks. Um, it's just such a great album. I mean, what's your favorite album?
Mine. Oh, it's
Yeah,
tough. I I can easily tell you my favorite song, "Shoot the Thrill." I can't think of a
right.
better song, and that's a song I want to hear the day I die. My last moments, I want to hear "Shoot the Thrill."
I mean,
As far, I'm trying to think of my favorite album. It's real hard. I'll probably have to go with Back in Black, just from the first two songs. I mean, it's amazing.
yeah, no,
Highway to Hell is
no.
probably second. I love Flick of the Switch. My least favorite, probably Stiff Upper Lip.
I'd have to go ball breaker there. I
Uh,
don't think I've, I don't think
Breaker's
I've ever, I don't think
whatever.
I've ever really come across an album that is, I don't know, it's just I would never listen to it of my own volition at this point. Maybe in 5 years' time I'll go back to it and think, oh my days. I love Boogeyman. That's an amazing song, especially live. Um, but the rest of them like Cover You in Oil and the Honey Roll, like generally, has there ever been a
Yeah,
worse
it's got
AC?
a lot of shit on there, but I don't know. There's like five or six to me great songs on there. The Hard as a
Yeah,
Rock, um,
it's just like six
Hail
stuff.
Caesar, Ball Breaker, uh, Boogie Man, as you say it. Um, I think Burning Alive could have been great.
No, that's a good song. Yeah, that's
Uh,
actually like that's got really good lyrics as well. You know, and I mean, Stuff Like What's got its quality. So you know, you've got Can't Stand Still. You've got Hold Me Back. I really love those two songs.
that
Like
song
they're
is, I don't know, Hold Me Back, but Stiff Upper Lip, I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't like.
it's got that real kind of blues kind of I don't know kind of it just keeps churning along like
And
the riff and the beat. And I really like
the
that. So maybe
production's fine. I mean, the drums are
oh I mean
up
I can't
front in it.
cite it here, but I think it was shared to the forum or on the chat. But didn't Angus say that George wasn't really mm, adept to be doing the production like the, it wasn't in line with how they wanted it in the end, the final result.
Yeah.
So, like maybe it didn't come out sounding like how Malcolm and Angus wanted it to sound. Maybe it sounded too. It's not raw. Well, how would you describe the sound? It just sounds not got enough energy. I don't know why. Um,
I thought it was too clean. I mean, it's
mm,
loud, but it's I don't know. There's something off with it. I'm not really a stiff upper lip fan. Um, it just
I mean,
and I love Brian, but the way he sang in that album, it's just he is just wailing the whole time.
I mean,
There's no I don't know.
it-
There's something off with it.
yeah, it's not. It's like it's funny because the decline went. There was kind of a decline. Ball break or stiff upper lip, and then we started to go up again after the like 8 year break or whatever it was. We
You
had
like
Black
Black
Ice.
Ice, don't you?
I like it. I go through phases of like, every album. I like it a lot because that's what brought them back really into like huge mainstream. For their big Walmart and their huge world tour and getting Iron Man 2, getting on Iron Man 1. It's just the whole euphoria surrounding JC's just exploded. That's pretty much around the time I got into them. And then Rock or Bust is generally, I love Rock or Bust. I absolutely, I just love it so much. Like, I really don't take the criticism of it very well. I think
Sonically, it's a much better sounding album, I think.
it just got so much energy. It's like back to like the Shoot to Thrill days and energy wise, you can hear the band like, really into the songs. They're really grooving away. And, I know it's a lot of
Black
debate.
Ice is better thought out. It's more thought out than Black
Yeah,
Ice.
but yeah, it's more thought out. I mean, yeah, the songs are more thought out. You can tell it's more of a planned project than Rock or Bust was. But Rock or Bust was, for what it was, going into the sessions and just seeing what was happening on the back of Malcolm being really ill with what he had, um, and that's what they came out with. I mean, they could have come out with Stiff Upper Lip version 2
I
and
hope not.
of the B sides, just cyberspace times 10. I
I
mean,
want
we don't want that. I really don't like the song Cyberspace.
it's
That's the worst song they've ever, one of the worst songs they've ever done.
why would I
That
put it over Hold Me Back for sure?
you'd have that over Hold Me Back.
And no, it's just I don't know.
Oh, I love
It's
Hold
I like Can't Stand Still a lot better than Hold Me Back.
Me. They do sound the same though. Can't Hold Me Back and Can't Stand Still. Like
Well, Can't Stand Still is the cooler older brother
it
than
is, yeah.
of Hold Me Back. I don't know.
See,
I
that's
hope we get something. I think Carlos said it best. Um, I hope we get something along the lines of maybe like Black Ice, Rock or Bust, but with a harder edge.
I think we will. I think it'll be Rock or Bust continued in a way, but with Phil, because I don't know if it's common knowledge at this point, but we all know that Phil was not really entirely present mentally, physically, in any sense during the Rock or Bust sessions. So I think there's a lot of heavy retrospective editing on the album of him. And I feel like maybe this time around, and I know people that we know criticize the drums on Rock or Bust for sounding like they've been kind of cut and pasted in some songs. I think some people have, they can quote some evidence for you of literally a song where it's so poorly edited you can hear the mistakes. Um,
My ears aren't that good, so
I mean, I can't. I just enjoy Rock or Bust, like just for what it is. I think next time round with Phil being better and you know Angus and Stevie playing together for a while now, and hopefully come together with ideas, and Brian being back and Cliff being back, like it could turn something really good. But
I think we'll get something
oh, yeah, well,
better than Stiff Upper Lip
I just
for
think
sure. I think we'll
better
get
Rock or Bust quality.
yes, but hopefully it's just I don't know, just a rawer sound. I
Well,
wouldn't be
would you take
surprised if it's stripped down more,
what
which I hope.
like more flick of the switch kind of way?
That would be great. I just hope they went into the studio. At least Brian and Phil. I just hope they went in there with fire in their eye because Phil was probably had something to prove, and probably Brian did as well. So I just hope they just go in there, not giving a fuck and just doing what they do best, and
Yeah. I
hopefully
mean,
get
yeah,
something special.
I think we'll get something. It doesn't matter in the end because we put up. It's not. It doesn't have to be special in the end. It just has to be another AC/DC album, and whatever they put out, it won't be horrific, and it will be a tribute to Malcolm, and they won't. They won't publish it if it's not good, and I think they will publish it.
Yeah, they
Uh,
will. I'm pretty
it's a
sure they
matter.
will. The
Yeah,
question is when.
I
Um,
was absolutely set around February. I was thinking, yes, here we go. And ever since
oh,
then, I've been kind of just like, oh. I mean, I'm just kind of biding my time with it. Anyway, Vinny, it's 4 a.m. nearly here, so
so
I better go to sleep. I better go to sleep. I mean, I've got to watch the Game of Thrones premiere in the morning,
never
so
seen it. Don't care.
I'll go listen to Live at River Plate before I go to bed. Everyone's favorite live album.
Yeah,
Actually, I've not listened to AC/DC live, the album.
I love
99.
that. I love that album. I don't care who's on drums. That's a great album.
Oh, Chris Lade's rocks on it.
He's
Mental
he
case.
crazy on that album. Then this past,
So,
I'll take the high road. Have a
I mean,
great night.
right. Um, right, I'm off. Anyway, it's been great talking to you, Vinny. And if people like this, I'm sure me and you could like do it again. Because we've probably got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Right, okay, well, I'll speak to you later then, right?
All right.
Goodbye.
Have a good one.